Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the London Monarchs. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 70 Indy. 54. Mike, 54. I'm not ready. Switch.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown. Darius Geis. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Show that bench release and go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Select 80. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Scrimmage back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 16. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the shotgun, here's Downs. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to Crow. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Roethlisberger looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
55 is my guy. 55. Too little, cut. Mike, 55.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 2. Watch the slant. Snickers, 66. Black.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Like 30. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Alert, alert. Let's go. 2-9-2. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have possession.
All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready? Black 80!
Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
26 months. Watch the pass. 26 months.
They go play action now. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the London first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now a run with Geis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Jim. Hey, Spring. 26, Mark. Go. You got to get the ball. That's it. Let's go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Alert 86. 26.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch 7.
Roethlisberger will throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Who's 30? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
50.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ben to throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Middle. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go. 55 for Pittsburgh. 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hustle. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 1st down, here's Love. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
On play action, Haskins is going to fire one deep, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Black 20. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's caught by Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 2, watch 2, watch 2. Here we go, team. Hey, orbit. 2 there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.